Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lara and today I'm going to be doing an end of the year decluttering video. Usually I do decluttering videos every single month, but my most recent one was actually in October, which was quite a while ago. I will link that here if you want to watch it, but I decided not to do any the past couple months just to sort of save them up and do a big end of the year declutter. Now, the way I usually do these videos is not like I take you through my collection and try to figure out what I'm decluttering. I've already predetermined what I'm going to be getting rid of, and I have these products right in front of me today. It's a pretty exciting one today. I have accumulated quite a few products. There's an eyeshadow palette here, there's a couple blushes, there's a lot of lip stuff, so it's gonna be a good one. If you're also interested in empties videos, I do a ton of those as well because I've been on a makeup no-buy for 2 years now, so I get through a lot of products every single month. And next week's video will actually be an empties video from the past couple months, so that's gonna be a good one as well. But let's just hop into it. First, I would like to talk about an eyeshadow palette that I'm getting rid of. Now, I did an eyeshadow collection video just a couple weeks ago. It was a collab with my friend Sally, and right before filming that video, I was trying to decide, should I get rid of any of these? Do I want every single palette to be in this video? And I realized that there was one that I didn't really want in my collection anymore. I had been using this consistently for a couple weeks up until that point, just because I hadn't tried it in a long time and I wanted to make sure I wanted to keep it in my collection. But this is a NYX Smoky Look collection. This probably doesn't look familiar to many people because it's pretty old. I've had this a long time and it's more of like a makeup artist kit, I think. Sorry about that. It has like these two different sides and then they open up, and you can see that there's a couple of bronzers and 3 blushes. It also came with a black eyeliner, a little spongy thing, and this. Maybe I should keep that. I don't know. I don't think that's gonna be useful. And when I first got this, I mean, it doesn't look like I've had a ton of use out of it, but there's actually a couple of colors that I really enjoyed and I really got a lot of use out of, at least for me. I didn't used to use a ton of eyeshadow, and I used to love browns and purples, so this was like the perfect palette for me, but I no longer use purples. I really only use browns as like eyeliner or in the crease. So when I was using this the past couple weeks, it wasn't very helpful because there wasn't a ton of shades that I found I was able to use, and it pulled a bit more cool toned than I liked. I just found that this wasn't worth keeping. There was a couple of colors that are nice, but really not worth keeping for a couple of colors considering the size of this. And the blushes just felt like too old. Like they felt very powdery. They weren't really translating on the cheek, and those bronzers are just too dark for me. So deciding to get rid of this. I don't know if I'll be able to pass this on to anyone because it is quite old. Oh my god. I'm literally just finding out right now that this has this. Okay, I did not even know that those existed. Are these all lip colors? Like, I don't even know. The sheen of these makes me think that they're lip colors. I've never touched these. I've literally never touched any of these. It doesn't smell like anything. It doesn't really show up though. Maybe I shouldn't be touching these if I'm planning to pass them on to someone else. This row of colors actually looks very pretty though. There's still something there. Okay, I don't know if I should try these out. Oh, those really pretty. God, this just got a whole lot more complicated. Okay, I am going to get rid of this, but I will give these colors one more try. Maybe I'll try them tomorrow just so I can feel like I tried everything out of the palette and I made sure that I wanted not to keep it. Spent way too long on that one palette. Next, let's move on to blushes. First, I showed this in my blush collection video and I said that I was kind of thinking maybe about decluttering it just because the packaging had gotten kind of sticky, and I know a lot of people in the comments said that they had found the exact same thing with NARS packaging. Just sort of breaks down, and even the inside had gotten kind of gross. It's really not worth keeping it. I don't even know if I would want to pass this on to someone else because it's so like sticky, kind of old feeling. I tried everything with this packaging really, but there just seems to be no way to save it. Next, this is an e.l.f. blush. Again, I talked about maybe decluttering this in that blush video. I feel like my blush collection is going to look quite different in a couple of months. Probably do a blush collection video every year. We'll see how much it's changed. But basically, again, the packaging on this has kind of broken down. It's a cream blush, it's a twist up, but nothing happens when you twist it up except this. It comes out of there. There is a way to push it up. I sort of have to hold onto this bit and press with this bit. So it is possible, but it's just, I don't love this blush enough to make it worth it. And I kind of feel like I'm not getting use out of my blushes that I prefer much more while I'm trying to use this up. And blushes take so long. There's so much of it left that it's just not worth it. And I'll show you the color there. This is super dark on me, like very, very pigmented. So I can only use a little bit at a time. And when I do, even if I try to use just a little bit, it shows up like way too bright and people will be like, oh, you used a bit much blush today. So it does blend out, but it's still very, very pigmented for my skin tone. Considering this blush was like $1 or $2 or maybe $3, it's just not worth keeping. And I did get, you can see, quite a bit of use out of it, but it is time to pass this on or get rid of it. All right, let's move on to lippies. So this is the largest part of what I have because I was trying out a lot of lip products in the months of November and December and just trying to figure out what I wanted to keep and what I didn't. I did a shop my stash in November. You can watch that here. And I pulled in a lot of old products and a lot of those I realized they're not worth keeping around. The first is this MAC lip gloss. Now this was actually in my project pan. I thought I was going to be able to finish this and I nearly did. You can see there's just a bit left at the bottom, but it started like tasting really gross. Like it made me feel kind of nauseous when I used it. I don't think that I should keep using this. So almost finished it, but it's just not worth getting to the end if it makes me feel gross when I use it. The next is this lipstick from Julep. I think this was a present from somebody else. I didn't buy it myself. What I like the most about this is it's a magnetic closure. It's kind of fun to just like play with, but this color is not. It is not for me. It's far too pinky, bright pink, hot pink, and I find I have a lot of these kinds of bright pink colors in my collection and I don't like them. Like I never wear this kind of color. Saying goodbye to that lipstick. Another bright pink color. This is a lip gloss from, I think, Maybelline. I actually quite like how this looks on the lips, but it smells like plastic. It smells like just really fake. I don't know how else to describe it. It's awful when I put it on my lips, really. So again, this hot pink color, just not for me. We've had a lipstick, we've had a lip gloss, 2 lip glosses. As for lip liner, I have this e.l.f. one now. I quite like this, but it just doesn't smell good. And because it is sort of that hot pink color, it's not worth keeping around. I actually don't even remember when I decided to get rid of this. I guess because it smells bad. But yeah, you've got those 4 colors there. They're all in a very similar family and I don't like any of them, at least not now. I guess at one time I did. And I have another similar hot pink lip liner that I like better. So if I ever need one, I can just use that. Okay, the next, this is another e.l.f. liner. This is an eyeliner similar to this lip liner. And I really, really like this at one time. I used to really, really like purple on the lids, as I said, and especially as an eyeliner color. So I'll show you that color there. It's still nice, it still works perfectly fine, it's very smooth and creamy, but it smells funny and it looks weird. Like the tip, the little nib, it looks strange even if it shows fine, so I don't think that's worth keeping or putting anywhere near my eyes. Let's move on to other eye related things. So this is an eyeliner from NYX, the super skinny eye marker. I really like this. This was my favorite eyeliner at one time because it had a very precise line. It was very black, but it's dried up. I tried to put it in hot water. I tried contact solution, but you can see that's as dark as it gets, that gray line right there. It's just not worth keeping. I have quite a few other black liquid liners. Next, I have 2, I think these are meant to be eyeshadow crayons from CoverGirl. These are again quite old. I think I got these as a present. This one is far too cool toned for me, this brown color, and on top of that, it just completely fell out because it was so dry. I'll see if I can do a little swatch of this color there. So you can see that's that sort of silvery gray brown, too cool toned, does not work on me in any shape or form. This one, I don't even know what shades these are, but this was actually nicer. I'm trying to use more golds and yellows on my eyelid, so I did try this out a bit, but again, it fell out and I can't even figure out how to wind it up. Too bad, but I do have other colors similar to this, so it's not a huge shame. Those are old products anyways, so they really need to be decluttered. All right, I just have 2 more products. So this is a CoverGirl Intense Shadow Primer and Rich Shadow. So this is also meant to be used on the lids. Too cool toned for me as a lid color, and I found that the formula just didn't really blend out. So when I used it on the brow bone or something, it would just be like thick gobs in one place. But I actually use this as a highlighter on my cheekbones. And it's quite metallic, it is quite obvious, but it smells a bit funny. not gonna keep that. And then last, this product was actually also in my Project Pan video, the one I did in October. It is from e.l.f. It has seen better days. I had to duct tape it together because the packaging, again, broke down. You see how many of these, like, the packaging is breaking? That just means that it's bad quality and or I've had it for way too long. So anything with bad packaging, I should just say goodbye to. This just started smelling really funky, and I had been working on this for so long, and I started to realize that it would take still far longer in order to finish it, and I just wasn't willing to put the time in because I disliked it so intensely. Oh my goodness, I just realized I forgot. I am going to be decluttering this Lancome Hypnose mascara. I think this is just a little sampler, and I liked it as sort of a mascara topper. I don't know if that's a thing, but like after I'd finished my mascara, I would just put this on the very tips of my lashes, and it gave even more length, but this is just kind of dried up. So time to get rid of it. I sure hope I didn't forget anything, but if I did, I will just include it in my next decluttering video. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure to check out next week's empties video, which will be equally as exciting. You can see everything that I finished from November and December. Let me know what kind of videos you would like to see next, and let me know if you like these decluttering videos, if I should do them sort of every couple months like I did here, or if you prefer them every single month. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye. This is the 10th time I've tried to film this intro, so I apologize if I'm a bit irritable. Should I pause? You can probably hear that beeping, but there's really nothing I can do. There's just constant construction, so apologies. Apologies about that.